welcome everybody. Paul K. Saturday Mornings Outdoors. We are in trout mode. All right, spring is officially here when we go to the trout. So we are in Southeast Mass, a beautiful lake here that's just been recently stocked, and we got our lines out and we are trying for trout. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch us some supper, I hope. So this is one of my regular lakes that I fish in the roster. And they changed the rules. We can no longer fish on the beach anymore. They stock the lake with trout. We pay big money for the licenses and all that, and then they say you can't fish. Well, you can fish, but other areas. But anyway, not where I really want to be, but I know there's trout in here, and they stock it really well usually. So we'll try our luck down on this end and see what happens. It is a gorgeous day out here. The wind's starting to pick up a little bit on the west, but beautiful sunny day, and that's a good day, a good way for the trout, for trout fishing as the water warms up midday and onward. The gear I'm using at the moment is my new glorified fork stick, and that thing works cool. It goes down pretty steep, pretty deep, and it's pretty daggone stable. I got the idea from watching other guys fishing on YouTube and pick one up at Walmart, and man, they're freaking nice. I mean, you could use, generally on this beach, I'd use just regular surf PVC, the surf spikes, but this thing's great. One piece, just plug it in and set them up. I see the carp people and a lot of guys down south using them for catfishing and so forth. So give it a whirl, and it really works cool, very stable. And you just got to go one way with a cast and the other way with a cast, basically, so far as I've figured out. But we've got ultralight reels. We got the 9-foot Xander rods, or ugly stick. This is from Cabela's. It's called a Xander rod. It's meant for salmon, but it's 9 feet ultralight, and it casts a mile, and it's 4-pound test. This is Ugly Stick's version of it. It's a 9-foot, basically a salmon rod. But man, it really magnifies the cast and the fight. And you can use really light line. I got 4-pound test. Sometimes I run 2-pound test on it. And that long parabolic bend really helps. And you can catch monster fish on 2 and 4-pound test. You really can. You don't underestimate it, And have that with the size 10 hooks. I'll show you the setup in a little bit. 10 hooks on basically a homemade sinker slider rig, and power baiting it right now at the moment. And we got it plugged in. I got garlic power bait out there, and I got corn power bait. Corn is the #1 power bait in the country selling right now, or has been for a while too. But that garlic, you can't beat that as far as the power bait goes. I'll switch to lures shortly and mess around with that and fish. Let's go, trout. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my little jingly bell hit indicators. I love these things. I use them more for nighttime striper fishing, but they work great for trout too. Boy, that sand spiky thing looks sharp too. It keeps things nice and orderly. I mean, I'm here for fish, not aesthetics. But you gotta admit, they look sharp. It looks sharp, man. It's a sharp looking setup. Great invention. I think the English carp guys are responsible for that. They have so much. They're really into their gear and ultra elite everything, and that's kind of transferred over to this. Then the catfish people down south picked up on it, and I see them all using it. They even have chest high ones. They have them bigger and all that, but I don't know, pretty slick, very slick. So here's the setup I'm using. It's a 1/4-ounce bell sinker, right? And then just a swivel with a long leader. When I'm fishing power bait, go with a long leader. Everyone goes with about a, half a foot or a foot. You're in the weeds, go a long leader. So I got at least 2 feet leader, sometimes 3 foot. And then I got a 10-aught bait holder hook. Those got the notches in it. And that will hold the power bait on better. Put your power bait on, and there you go. When the fish hits, it's a basic sinker slider rig, the line will run through the eye of the bell sinker. He won't feel the resistance, but your rod tip will bob and you'll hopefully get them. And that's the setup for trout with the power bait that I use. Now I just need a fish to cooperate. And that's why they call it. So move to a brand new spot. I spent 3 hours on the first spot. Not a snitch, but the real reason why I left is because the Chinese and the Russians showed up. And I'm on the verge with those guys of getting in a fist fight because they're just scofflaws. I went through this editorial about 2 years ago, but they come down here and they come from their countries that's all fished out, and they don't see as good fishing in their countries, I guess. And we have abundant Division of Fisheries and Wildlife stocking program. So they just cheat. The limit is 3 in Massachusetts. They'll sit on the beach and fill their stringer up, and they go up to their car and dump it in their cooler, and they go back with an empty stringer, and they just do it all day long. And people call on, they just keep coming back and coming back. So everyone yells at them and lets them know, and the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, I don't know. They tell us to call, but it's on them. But anyway, that's my wine fest for this sesh. But that's why I left. That's one of the reasons why I left. Plus, it was 3 hours without a touch. But I don't know. They're really annoying, and I'm not prejudiced. I'm the last person to deny anybody access if they're near me for any reason. But they're just scofflaws. They're just pigs, basically. They're just taking everything they can, and they don't care. So that's all. That's today's rant. I know every one of you know what I'm talking about. Come out here to get away from the people, and they just appear. You know, I just move on now at this stage. All right, and minutes later, first fish of open water right here. It's just a little dink, but it's a fish. There it is, a male sunny. First fish of open water. Throw some meat on ya. Alright, fish on. Another buck sunfish. This one's a better size one. It's a good eater. Eating size. The other way, dummy. Nice juicy crawler on there. Messing with it. And away we go. How I avoided my trout lines in that, I don't know. He swam right into my lines. The sunnies are biting. Well, know, taking the high road with the Chinese and the Russians paid off. Better fishing over here. I've only been here 10 minutes. I got 3 fish, so that's good. No trout though. Yeah. This is the panfish hole. I guess they're on fire now. Oh, get off. That's it, buddy. Go ahead. You got it. You're 2 inches away. Figure it out. There he goes. Well, I buried that bobber. He buried it. It's probably another sunny. It doesn't feel big, but he just submerged that bobber. Night crawlers this time of year are going to kill fish because there's a lot of rain, and I'm sure a lot of them get washed in the water. This little thing buried the bobber like that. That is bizarre. Need a half pint. You got spunked there, little guy. That's another bull. That's a trophy fish right there for a sunny. That is a big fish. Bigger than palm sized. Look at the size of that thing. Other way. There you go. I barely felt him. It's just non-stop, man. They're probably getting ready to spawn right now, probably digging out beds. Yeah, these are all males. Yeah. It's all sunfish, no trout. I don't know what's going on, man. This lake's usually good to me with the trout. At least I got the sunfish going. It's a gorgeous day. We'll figure it out. The Sunfish Factory. That perfect hook set. The trout just don't want to play today. The sunfish are all over it. one after another, just one after another. They must be just beginning to dig their breeding beds. That's what I bet it is. Most of these are males, 99% of them. I think I had one female so far. This pool is just beautiful. It's just mirrored out now. And apparently the trout don't want to play today. Loaded up on sunfish. They've got to be on getting the beds ready or something like that because they're very aggressive as soon as the bait hits the water. And had a lot of fun catching those, and enjoyed having your company today, coming today too. So next week I believe I'm going to be in a trout tournament at a gun club, one of the gun clubs that I'm a member of. So that'll have a lot of fun of that. We'll put some money on the trout. All I want is supper, man. I won it a few times, but I'm there for the meat. So, but please, if you like this episode and you like what I'm doing here, don't hesitate to come along each week. Please hit that like and smash that subscribe button, and you're welcome to come along every week. This time of year, it's all fishing. So enjoy the beautiful outdoors. You should be out here fishing yourself, but if you can't make it, come along with me. My name is Paul K. This is Saturday Mornings Outdoors. See ya.